Hi everyone, and welcome to What's Holding You Back. We're going to go around the world from Aries to Pisces, and let's see what's happening, okay? And then stick around. I think I'm going to do a collective for, I think I'm going to do something different today. I'm going to do one karma card after each sign. Let's do that a little different today, okay? All right, Aries. What's holding you back? And then the karma card, let's ask Spirit. The karma card will help us. We're asking Spirit for advice on how to assist in what's holding us back. Aries. Gosh, I mean, seriously, could this get any better? So I don't feel like there's really any holding back in the way that you're dropping the things that no longer are too heavy a weight to carry. The beauty of what's going on now is that you have learned, sorry for the glare, you have gotten to a point, Aries, where you're celebrating you. You're not so much worried about what has been, but really living in the present moment, celebrating, having drinks with friends, going out with friends, finding your own self once again. That's what Spirit just said. So with this read, and this wheel turning for you, you are remaining very emotionally abundant. And that which was holding you back is no longer a heavy weight to bear. Let's get a karma card for Aries. Pisces, it is. It's your emotional state of being. It's beautiful. Pisces is about death, right? Karmic death and resurrection, which is right here. We don't need the death card to show us that you are dropping the weight of literally the world, of what was at one point overwhelming. There were things that overwhelmed you, things that you couldn't, I also hear, put your finger on. And now you're emotionally feeling very trustworthy. Spiritually, a place of spiritual ascension. Some of you are having dreams. Your dreams are very prophetic. Write them down. So honestly, what was too difficult to bear is no longer there. Taurus. Taurus. Taurus, the single Taurians, single and ready to mingle with potentially a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, right? This could be someone who's single, but also someone who is very confident and very much at peace with who they represent. If you are, Taurus, dealing with someone who's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, here they are. She could be single and you're ready, to mingle, but I feel what was holding you back seriously is the fact that your chemistry in the past, chemistry has been a big deal, right? What does that mean? It means, we go right for the attention of the body instead of the attention of the soul. And here you have someone who is quite intellectually, could be intellectually very like no other, unlike any other that you have gone out with, that you've been attracted to. I feel in the past, Taurus, you've been attracted to the physical more than the intellect. And now you're going for the intellect, and it's helping you to realize that you can literally grow a relationship without having, to, jump right in, right? I mean, come on. This person, this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is also very mindful of you in that sense of there's a lot of chemistry, and that between the two of you, or more importantly, she knows that you've had a lot of chemistry with others. She's may have known you for a while, and maybe she has given you, that heads up that a relationship that's going to grow and last doesn't require that physicality at first, or just don't jump in right away. Okay, Taurus. This person really is helping you on levels that are all new to you. Okay, this is the North Node. So the North Node is it's our niche, right? What we do for a living. So if you're worried, or if you are hoping that this person is going to benefit and help you to grow intellectually speaking, this is exactly what is going to happen. This is a successful union. Sorry, that's the doggy. This is the time to go for it. But okay, boys. Sorry. Go for it in a way that doesn't involve the body. Okay, that's enough. Sorry. Let's get more in touch with how someone can raise you up, Taurus, than just the physical chemistry of a relationship. And because the dogs were barking like that, I think that's confirmation that that conversation has to be had. Like, we totally have, Taurus is going to say to the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, we have total chemistry here, but I want to grow into a relationship. I don't want it to be just a hookup. You go farther in life on the earth plane, and I tell that to my clients all the time. When you are dealing in a relationship, what do you have when we extract the physical and the money? What holds you to this relationship? Gemini. Sorry. They're loving the new house. Can I tell you? Gemini. Okay. Chocolate. Gemini. As we know, as Geminis know only too well, that sometimes we need to take a minute to think about what we're going to say before we say it, right? So what now is happening is that you're taking an extra minute to think about what you're going to say, how you're going to say it, so that it's not misconstrued as false information or information that's too harsh for another to listen to. You have, or someone does, coming into a situation where there is going to be something that you're going to find out, maybe about, you're going to tell someone about another, or vice versa. Maybe someone's coming in to tell you about a health issue, that you need more rest, because this masculine is tired. So what has been holding the masculine down for a minute is that you're worried about perhaps needing more physical health in terms of, listen, when your body says we're done, right? So I think that if it is maybe even a doctor coming to tell you, or you just went to the doctor and the doctor says, you know, you just really need some rest, your immune system is low, you know, start looking at, you know, your health is wealth as wealth. Your health is as your wealth is, right? That's why they say health is wealth. Okay, so it's not going to apply for all, but it is for some that you need rest and rejuvenation, yes? And you and or someone else is saying, listen, take a break. Okay, if that's not the case for others, it is someone or you going to have a very important conversation that you have been thinking about for a while. What's holding you back is you haven't, for some, for others, you haven't spoken out about this. Maybe this is new information coming in, and it is crucial that you speak to someone and you've had time to think about how you're going to present this information. So a conversation really needs to take place here, Gemini. Spirit saying if there is someone who needs surgery, like knee surgery, hip replacement of any type, take the time to rest. You're going to be fine. Spirit saying you're fine. Okay, Uranus. So this is an unexpected, as we know, the unexpected change that's going to happen that's going to actually help you in many ways. This is about also, as you have a convo with someone or someone with you, could be another Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, it is important to take all of the angles of the situation into consideration. Be open to what you hear. Do not take it with a grain of salt. Or you'll turn to stone. What? Something about salt? Kidney stones? Okay, that could be. Someone could have kidney stones. So get them checked. That is painful, I hear. Okay, Cancers. I just saw you guys, so yeah. Let's go. Cancers. Ooh. Some unexpected, a dream that comes to you that's going to kind of throw you off kilter. What's holding you back is the way that you're going to envision this dream, or what it is that you see in a dream. Do you have a dream that someone is going to fall? Or are you worried someone has fallen for you? It looks like the masculine is definitely taking a fall. Cancer, I don't know if this is the masculine who's falling, falling from grace. What does that mean? I need one clarifier for Cancers. My beautiful Cancerians, sorry. Yeah. It could be falling from grace. What does that mean? it means that you're being protected by spirit. It means that if you have taken a fall, literally, that you need to strengthen your body. You need bed rest. It could be masculine or feminine because the feminine's in bed. Your higher self might have said, okay, listen to this. Your higher self could have saved you had you listened to your intuition, or maybe you told someone, listen, watch where you're walking, or be careful. Maybe a ladder, something about a ladder, Jacob's ladder. Falling from grace doesn't mean death. It means that someone is taking the fall for something that happened also. Is someone getting blamed to help you out, or are you doing it to help someone else out? The angels are watching over someone who takes a fall. Definitely. You could, or someone could have said, watch your step, right? A broken ankle, a knee injury, a back injury. Someone just needs to, something about the bones need to be, tweaked. Okay? Cancers. Balance. You lose your balance. This is in the 7th house. So a relationship, a partnership. So someone may have not listened to you and took the fall. It's either a diplomatic issue that someone literally took the fall for you, or it's a literal balancing act where someone falls literally. And, you have to go to the doctors and a cast. They're saying some are getting a cast. You hurt your knee, you hurt your leg. This could feasibly be a situation for the Gemini and Cancer, because it was a little similar, especially with Uranus in the Gemini read, and then Cancers, you had the Tower. So just be mindful of where you're walking, okay? Don't walk too fast, or telling others, watch your step. Leo. You came out in your read. People are watching you. People want to know what you're doing. And look at the 9 of Wands. So you're in the public eye, Leo, which not surprising, right? But you're showing up as, I'm great. I'm doing great, but you're exhausted. So you're not taking the time out that you need. You're physically exhausted. I need another card for Leo. For the 9 of Wands, please. Physical exhaustion due to what? You're working your ass off because you're worried about money? Leos, come on. You're in the public eye pretending that everything's great, and then your physical exhaustion's here because you're worried about finances, or you need to ensure that you have stability and security in place. Looking at other jobs. Maybe you're trying to add to your plate extra jobs, doing a few side jobs, or, to subsidize your income. Passive income ideas. They're happening everywhere on social media right now. Maybe that's Spirit's way of saying, if you are exhausted, Leo, take a break and start looking at passive income ideas in order to sustain a level of income that you're used to. This is about your body. Spirit saying you have what it takes and you're not listening to what your body is saying. Spirit saying you have what it takes, but you're too worried about what others may think if you take a break. Leo. Neptune. Sacrifice. There it is. Here's your sacrifice. It's like you're sacrificing your parts of yourself that yield physical exhaustion. It's kind of like, I'm going to say it, don't get mad. I feel like some of you Leos are feeling like we have to live up to, the Joneses. That's how I felt when this card came out. This is Neptune, right? It's like Neptune confuses us, and it makes us, so what's holding you back is your inability to yield to all the sacrifices that you have made for others, and perhaps they haven't made for you. Over time, of course. Look, 9. Over time, Maybe the last 9 months, 9 years, whatever. Take heed of that, okay? Virgo. Virgo, let's talk about love. Let's talk about a soul connect. Here you are. You're connecting soulfully with potentially a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, which they always come in your read. And you're celebrating, drinking wine. This is a celebration of getting together, a reunion, if you will. 23 could be an important number for you. The moon is in Cancer, so our feelings are extremely important right now. Our feelings of unification. If you are a Virgo sun and moon, this definitely, and or rising, this, if you're a triple Virgo sun, moon, rising, this totally applies to you. The stars have aligned for you to be together at this time. 3 days, 2 to 3 days, or 2 to 3 months, you're getting together with friends. There's reunions, lovers, soul connects. Maybe you're going with a lover, a soul connect, to meet, have a reunion, and or be with friends. Drinking, a lot of drinking. Our emotions right now are like really showing us the way forward. Take that into consideration about how people either make you feel really calm or not. Virgo and Aries. This could also be about how it is, I should say, not also. It is in Aries as your energy meets the desires that you want in your life, right? These are desires of also willpower. So some of you Virgos are like, I don't need 3 people. I have one really solid relationship. You could be tempted by the fruits of another. This is about honesty and strength in your resolve of a relationship that's solid. And you're being challenged a little, for some of you out there, being challenged not to render another relationship. This is about you, your willpower, and what it is that you desire. Like, you can either, right? I mean, look, you're in the middle of a soul connect relationship that's solid, or veering to a third party, right? So you're being tempted there a little here. That's what they just showed me. So let's look for Virgo. Let me get one more card on these desires and, what applies. Yeah, and that's the truth. That's the truth. Spirit just confirmed it. The truth of the matter is, do you stay in your solid soul connect, or do you veer elsewhere because your desires overrule, sorry. You know what I mean? Overrule you. So it is, Virgo, all about you. What's more important? You're being challenged, tested for a reason. Oh my God, look at that. It came out again. 2 times. And yep. That is for you, Virgo. No doubt you are being tested. Nothing wrong with that. But what you do with it, then let's talk. All right. Libra. Libra, what is going on? Hold on. This Libra, this true love that could be at a distance, or you're thinking about the past. It looks to me like a masculine Libra, when looking back. While we look back and to look forward is the seeking of one love that's true and can withhold and sustain. They said withstand the honorability of all the seasons, all the moon cycles. They are able to go through it without being tempted to flee, they said. So Libra, someone has to, in love, okay, this is what it is. In love, for some of you, when you look back at what's happened and you're now in the present moment of time, your center, your focus is to be all about the love that you wish to receive, but you must be that love first, right? So don't flee. When the going gets tough, do you bolt? Right? So for some of you, that has been your go-to. Your MO is, I don't trust someone now because they said something that I'm a little leery of. And now I'm like, I'm not sure if I'm really in this to win it. And maybe I'll just I'm out. Butting out. I do want to take one card for Libras on the 7 of Swords. See that? The past differences that you have had with someone has caused you a very uncomfortable feeling, because sometimes you get glimpses of the same questions. You have questions about one's loyalty, one's being trustworthy, and Spirit saying, you stay. Are you going to stay or are you going to go? When the going gets tough, do you flee, or are you going to raise your vibration and say, okay, what's the deal? we got to go the distance. So the question, Libra, is do you flee or do you go the distance? And what has been holding you back has been exactly that. Your go-to is, I'm out. If I get even a glimpse of some bullshit happening, I'm gone. That's your challenge. Yep. Libra. 8th house. Absolutely. Stability, security, your personal power. This is a major change for you guys. This is going to require you to change in the sense of using your power of love to distinguish whether you're in love or you're just loving the sound of love. You love being in love. Have you ever loved without totally being entrusted in this love? When the going gets tough, do you flee or do you stick it out? And this is going to be a major change for you, because Spirit's saying it's all about lifting your vibration to a place where it's not lower vibration. Lower vibration is like, okay, I'm out. I'm done. I'm not trusting this person. I've had to deal with this over and over again. But the challenge isn't about them, it's about you. Because in the past, you have either you stay in a relationship that you know isn't right for you, or you leave and then you say, oh shit, what did I do? All right, Scorpios. 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 Scorps. Wake up call in love. Ooh, Scorpios. You're dealing with, oh my gosh. We're taking this guy. Yeah. All right. So these two gentlemen, if you're a masculine or feminine, we have Leo, Aries, Sag, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You could be a Scorpio with a moon in either the fire or air, because we have the moon here, the moon cycles. You want another chance. You want to rekindle what you've missed. You didn't see someone for their worth, and now you do, but Spirit's saying you should, and if you haven't yet, you will. So what's holding you back, Scorpio, is that you need to be kind of similar to Libra, because we do have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here, but the point is you have to be loyal to yourself. You have to stick things out. When Spirit says, okay, so what happened? Were you not loving yourself the way you should love another? Have you ruined a few relationships in the past because you have not seen another's potential and or worth? And where does that stem when it comes to yours potential? Right, Scorpio? Do you have two people that you're choosing from? One holds the crown and the others all abound. What does that mean? It means this guy's physical, wants to play around, and this guy's very stable and very knowledgeable about how, Scorpio, it is that you want. You could, like I said, have a moon in either Leo, Aries, Sag, or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This Cancer moon is challenging us all, really. The challenge is about how we truly feel and how are we going to, you know, uphold the visions of love in life. If someone wants a second chance, you're going to have to figure out how you feel about yourself in this relationship with one and or the other. If you have a choice, that is. I feel it's one person. The second house, what you value the most. Who do you value, Scorpio, the most? Do you value someone who's the player and runs around and wants to just have fun? Or do you value the stable one who has definite, the patience and equality? Who equals what you signify, what you believe in, what you represent? That's how you're going to make a decision if you have a decision to make. This is about value and what you want. Is it what you want or what you need? Is it who you want or who you need? That's going to be the defining factor. No doubt. Spirit saying, heads up. Now's the time to make a choice. Scorpio, you have a choice to make. And if that's a moon, if your moon is in Aries, Leo, Sag, and or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, it's not a choice. It's about how you love, how you show others love through the value of your own self. The choice is yours. You know, you can play around for a long time. And then you can regret it. Not always, of course. Depends on where you are in your life, right? Okay. Saggies. Look who showed up, right? Saggies. Ooh. Saggies. Okay, so we have a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here, Sag, where it's like, okay, so how the heck are we going to, here's no glare. How the heck are we going to move forward when our resources are being challenged? So some of you Saggies are taking off. Some of you have the resources. You're taking out savings from your money. Maybe you're traveling with Saggy. You could be traveling with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and you're taking out money from your savings account to do so. This is the moon here once again, so it is all about our emotional connect as well as our intellectual knowledge that we have learned through history, through time, of what we save, we can then go and do. When we have enough funds, we can, you know, when you save your money, you can go on vacations and trips. Some of you are traveling over water, for sure. Some of you are taking a cruise right now, cruising to a long distance shore. Okay? You could be going with a son or children. The red robins show up to let you know that your ancestors are ensuring that wherever you're traveling, you are protected for the home. The home is protected within and without. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, that's nice, actually. So I guess the only thing I could honestly say about what has held you back in the past is that maybe, you know, you could have been a little, you could have had a little more than the Four of Pentacles taking with you on this trip. If you had saved more. Maybe, you know, you've been spending, you know what I mean? And now you kind of have to delve in your savings account, which maybe you don't feel comfortable doing, but you're doing it anyway. Right, Saggies. And for some of you, you are saving your money, so you can look at balance. So it's not just about the saving of the physical monetary value, but it is about the balance of the yin and the yang, right? The yin is the feminine, and she holds a lot of power through her intellect. The yang is the masculine, but the masculine is a little, he's not looking at what he's learned, he's looking out at what more is there out there for me to learn, right? 7th house, partnerships being equal, of equanimity, of a fair, what's fair and just. Okay, so we're going on vacation. What's fair for me to bring, right, Saggies, on this trip financially? If you're moving or you want to move, how much do I need to save? What's fair? Are we splitting, you know, the costs down the line, down the middle? It's a fair deal. Are we being diplomatic in a relationship that requires us to weigh out what has been and what is, what we can do and what we can't do? Okay, it's all about balance in relationship as well as diplomacy of relationship and saving your money, traveling, going the distance in terms of where you're headed. It is about money though. And, okay, and then Spirit's saying one more thing, Saggies. Do you put too much emphasis on the value of the dollar instead of the value of who you're with? Is it all about what someone can give you monetarily or intellectually speaking? Someone's very smart with their money too. That could for sure be you. Or together, you with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Saggies are very smart with your money. Okay, Capricorn. Dropping it all so that we can start. Some of you, your car tires need you need new tires. I felt that. You need new tires. Some of you have not been letting your spiritual side dictate your the mental backdrop of, you know, what's that, you know, the two little angels they say on each side of your, you know, on each side of you, you know, one says, yeah, go for it, do it. Buy that new car, and the other is like, yeah, I don't know if that's a good idea. You know, do you have the money? Do you have the means? What's holding you back? What's holding you back is your the mental versus spiritual side of what you've been through, right? How do you reconnect the dots? How do you cut the cords? How do you cut the cords from people that have hurt you in order to move on, to raise your vibration to another level of seeing that our differences truly have helped us spiritually. You're mentally kind of, you know, you're mentally exhausted from overthinking, for some of you, of course, right? So Capricorn, it's time to take your mental part of your you know, egoic thoughts, that little the one angel that says, no, you know, don't trust, or don't do, or don't go, or you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. Or no, you know what? As a matter of fact, you go for it. Go for it, girl. Yeah, go for it. Because guess what? You have no idea what's headed for you. That kind of mentality is your ego. And then when you extract these from your life, you have a very the flow of spirit. And that's your challenge. Going with the flow of where spirit is taking you. Instead of the mental anguish that comes with the two angels on your shoulders, which happens. Of course, we have to have that in order to grow, in order to know. Okay, let's see, Capricorns. Mercury. It is what is communicated. How we think, what we say, what we think is so important to how we can pursue going with the flow and not trying to control. Mercury is all about Virgo and Gemini being ruled by our thoughts. Are we aware? Look at this, just went, actually reversed itself. Some of you are getting out of that painful thought process that continues to analyze yourself and others, and then you're going for the realization of awareness. How do you realize? When do you become aware? When less words is more. When less communication is needed. When we take the one angel and say, no, not today. I'm not going to think negatively. If Capricorns, if some of you are like, you get up in the morning and the first thought in your head is negative, just, you know, swat it. They're saying swat it. Some of you are swatting flies. And saying goodbye. Say goodbye to this. Say goodbye to the people, places, and things that no longer serve your highest good and highest order. And go with the flow. Even though, you know what, Capricorns, people are different. People are very different, and that's what makes the world go round. Okay? It is a very crucial part of what makes people who they are. You know, it's our idiosyncrasies. What do you take with you? What do you take with you when you think about a loved one who is crossed over? Or actually a good friend, or a whatever. You take those idiosyncrasies. You say, oh my God, I remember so-and-so. They always used to say this. They always used to do that. And it just made it's their character. That is what made them who they are. Remember that. See, Cappies? It's your thoughts. It's what you think, what you see. When you see it, what do you think? How do you say it to yourself? And then how do you communicate that to yourself and to others? All right, Aquarius. Aquarius. Some of you are patiently waiting for the one. You have 2 full moons here. So this is impacting your emotional stability big time. Your emotional stability, Aquarius, is driven by your need to work on relationships. Your need to aspire, they said, to let go when needed of past lovers. Maybe a past lover is no longer and you're focusing and honing in on work. And Spirit's saying, you know, Spirit's testing your patience. You're being drawn to another for the reasons of not allowing your, okay, so for some, it's not allowing the presence of what you did in the past in relationships to forego those things and to start a new direction in the way that you work on love, the way that you see others, the way that your physical attraction is a big deal. Your physical and financial attraction is something that Spirit's saying, be mindful of how you choose your mates. Do you go for the physical or do you go for the financial? And Spirit wants to know, let's get Aquarius. Let's see what's happening. I think this is definitely a test of your resolve. Yeah, look at that. What is holding you back, Aquarius, is the way that you think about the past relationships that you've had and how they have or have not worked out, because you distinguish, how you distinguish. Spirit wants you to take a look at yourself in how you think relationships should look like, but more importantly, feel like. You're being guided to not go for one or the other. You're being guided to think about why you go for one or the other. Do you work hard to keep a relationship based upon a financial keep or a physical keep? And this came up in another sign right today. It could be Taurus, Virgo, Cap, or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I know Sagittarius here, but I don't feel that right now. I want another card on this for Aquarians, please. Oh, shit. I got this one. Sorry. Growing and expanding. But let's go back to this one. Hold on. Jupiter. How do you grow a relationship? Yep. It's exactly what Spirit's saying. Look. How do you take opportunities that Spirit has given you in love? Spirit's saying, take a look at yourself. How do you envision after some time, after you look back in hindsight, do you, in Jupiter, do you understand how the blessings from above come with relationships that learn and teach us about how we choose to be with another? How do you choose, Aquarius? Who do you choose? How do you go about choosing the partner that you would say you see fit, would fit your personification, and in order to grow a relationship? What makes those 7 things that you have to check off on a list? Those things that you've had to check off are things Spirit wants you to think about and learn from. Learn from, maybe you chose someone just for their sexy appeal and lust, or for their money, and or both. And when you do that, you're choosing someone for the wrong reasons. The reasons that one should choose love is a reflection, a mirror reflection of what Spirit's trying to teach you. Look, sorry. Spirit's trying to say, look at the way you select your peeps. And do you work really hard? Maybe, okay, they're saying, for some of you, it's overkill. You try too hard. And that's a turnoff. So where's the balance in that? Where's the growth of learning that you have? Do you keep your exes? I'm just saying, it's here. Do you keep your exes around for way too long? And then there's overlap. These cards are overlapping. There are blessings coming in for you to learn and teach others as you are taught about love. Because it's all karma from up above. What comes and goes and who sustains is the one where only love remains. Pisces. Pisces. What do we not see? How do we not see that love is for me? Pisces, come on. You're going to read something. You're going to find out something. You're going to see something on social media about how you're feeling, what you're reading. You're reading something, and maybe it's not to your liking, right? Maybe it's like, okay, I'm reading about someone who is, maybe you're looking at an ex, all right? I mean, we tend to do that, right? We look at an ex on social media, and, are we opinionated about what we see to the point where someone actually could be falling in love for maybe what? Is it the wrong reasons? Are you falling in love for the wrong reasons or the right ones this time? The reason I say that is because this is about sex potentially, and I feel it in the card, and this is about a love connect. So your decision is whatever you're reading, communicating, seeing, verbalizing, judging, opinionation, the opinion or opinionated versions of you and or others is it real? Is it real? Or is it just for fun? Am I just one and done? Pisces. We're going to put these two cards. This is what we're doing. Look. Right here. We're going to take two cards here. Pisces. Is it one and done or is it real? Here we go. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. That's you. You're reversed. Or it could be another Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but I feel that you want to mess around. Oh, I'm wrong. I am wrong. You don't want a hookup. I'm so sorry, Pisces. Please don't shoot the messenger. Or is there a secret affair? I digress. They just said that. Do you see on social media, or is it you that's withholding a secret of passion for another? Let's get something on the page here. Wow, Pisces, you're full of some... Are we hanging around waiting to find that true love? And in the meantime, we are just having a little fun here and a little fun there and a little fun everywhere. Just saying. One more. Yeah. So some of you are reenacting. No. Some of you are acting out because of the fact that you have lost someone very near and dear to your heart. It could be a child. There could have been a child that has passed. All right, Pisces. It's already happened. A child could have passed, and now you're like, or someone has passed. Okay? And you're like, you know what? I secretly want to just do me. I want to fool around. I want to hook up. I don't care if it's a one-night stand or if it's just a deep conversation. But you know what? I don't want to feel this pain, and I will do what it takes in order to not feel this pain, and they can say what they will about me. I don't care. B and or J. Bill, James, Judy, Julie, Beth, Bjorn. You're transforming, but so you know how it is, Pisces. When we lose a loved one, whether it's through death or it's just we lose a loved one, divorce, whatever, separation, sometimes, you know, that transitional phase that you go through, we all do because we're human. We have human bodies. We have desires. There's no reason to throw any shade on anyone, even though you may not be looking for someone who is just sexy. You may just find yourself kind of respondent, they're saying, to someone in social media that is attracting your loins. So what? Through the transitional periods of grief, this happens. It is very common after grieving, or even, you know, however long it's been. We don't need to put a time frame on grief. But through the stages of grief, there comes a time where we need to be desired. We need to be seen. We need to be felt, held. It's not just, you know, I'm not saying it's just sex. I'm saying we want that physical connect, a hand held, a conversation. Maybe you're deciding now that after 7 years, it's time. 7, 9 years, something like that. You have 7, 8, 9 in this read. It's time for those that this applies to. Pisces. Neptune. You have sacrificed much. You have sacrificed so much of yourself. Some of you have lost yourself, your identity in the sacrifice for others. As you inspire others, be prepared to know that you will find yourself again. We lose ourselves in the transition of loss. We lose ourselves in a relationship, in relationships. that bear witness to needing to conform or needing to confess. Okay. They told me to stop. But I don't want you to be reversed. So I changed it, by the way. I says, no. My beautiful Pisceans have been through enough. You have been through enough. So take the next 2 months to really spark your intuition and go after what it is that you really want. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. You know, let them say what they will. All right. Have a great weekend. Send me your comments and send me your love as I send you mine. Take care.